Osod Sengera, Suguta, and Arura Market in Getenga Ward. Nyakeyo and Nyakora in Kegogi Ward. Egetuki in Machoge Bas Ward and Otanchi in Masige West. Other market sheds will be built at Orogari and Mosaria in Masige East, Bobaracho in Monyerero Ward, Kera Bridge in Nyacheki Ward, Kenyerere and Sameta in Sameta Mokwero Ward. Sensi in Sense Ward, Suguta and Material in Basi Central, Itumbe in Basi Chache Ward, and Nyantrago in Ibeno Ward. Mr. Speaker, the area of culture, youth, arts and social services, we are undertaking major repair and overhauling the Kisii Stadium, which was not done to requirement or to required standards. The stadium is home to Shabana Football Club, who have been promoted to FKF Premier League, and it was disturbing to see them play on a waterlogged surface. It's also difficult to manage large crowds and fans. Mr. Speaker, I want to report that I was at Ulinzi, where we drawed Shabana and AFC over the weekend. It was good. I can assure you that we are moving, we're making progress, Mr. Speaker. We have set aside Kenya shillings 30 million for renovation of the stadium, which includes construction of a retainer wall, maintenance of civil works, and the installation of backup power source, solar, and a generator. Mr. Speaker, in the sub-counties, we are reviving the Stol Maran Stadium, where we have set aside 7.6 million for leveling the pitch, building a steel pavilion, fencing, and building a gate. Other projects include Nyantrago Social Hall, Kiobegi Stadium, Suguta, Metembe, Sosera, Geturi, Etanda, Itibo, Kiogo, Riondonga, Ititi, Bogita, Gesero, Yamontinga, Kerina, Genga, Mwata, Metembe, Kisaro, Nyasagati, Igonga, Nyamiobo, Ichuni, Bobaracho, Nyangweta SDA, and the Mariba Primary Schools ground, where works include leveling grounds, installation of goalposts and nets, laying grass and fencing. I wish to commend our sportsmen and the women who continue carrying the Kisii county flag higher, conquering the world in various sports disciplines. I salute, Mr. Speaker, Commonwealth, the game's champion, Mary Mura, who is in the House, Mr. Speaker, who is with us today for our starring performance in the 800 meters during the athletics champion in Budapest. Your spirit of competition and resilience is true inspiration and exemplary to all of us as a people and as a community. As I promised earlier, we shall work closely with our sportsmen and women to build an academy where we shall nurture budding talents. As part of our youth empowerment effort, Mr. Speaker, we partnered with a Jiri organization in a training program aimed at equipping the youth with skills in ICT to enable them engage in online avenue of self-employment. Over 2,500 youths have benefited from the free training being held at a Jiri Center and the music recording at the Kisii Stadium. In social services, to boost our social welfare system, we partnered with Walkabout Foundation, and we have already donated over 200 wheelchairs to persons with mobility challenges throughout the county. Mr. Speaker, turning to education, manpower development, and vocational training, I'm happy to report that with the support of these honorables, we introduced the county bursary program, where we dispersed a total of Kenya shillings 145 million with each ward of 45 wards receiving 3 million. You can agree with me that it is important that the bursary money reaches all needy and bright children in the village. And this is very crucial in realizing the dream of these children. Going forward, in this financial year, we have increased the allocation to 225 million, with each ward receiving a total of Kenya shillings 5 million. Equally, I did launch the Elim and Simba Scholarship, which is a personal initiative aimed at sponsoring needy students from poor background to access secondary education. To improve infrastructure in our learning institutions, we invested 24.4 million in construction of 22 ECD classrooms, 1 hostel, and 9 BTRA trains in various centers across the county. The planned projects for the sector includes, Mr. Speaker, construction of 145 ECD classrooms at the cost of 161.9 million. Construction of 20 workshops in vocational education and training center at the cost of 47.3 million. Construction of 3 hostels and BTRA training select VCT center at the cost of 26 million. Purchase of education, aid and related equipment for VTCs at 10.5 million. Capitation for youth polytechnics at 40 million to cater for purchase of instructions and training material, tools and equipment, as well as general operation of VTCs. Mr. Speaker, purchase of child-friendly equipment for ECD centers at Kenya shillings 11 million and digital gadget at 16 million Kenya shillings. Mr. Speaker, in public service, county administration, participatory development, the major challenge we have is incomplete office space at the sub-county and ward level, which impede service delivery. In light of this, we have set aside over 50 million for completion and innovation of various office projects across the county. Works include construction of washrooms, installation of electrical works, fencing, installation of water supply, and power connection. The targeted project include, Mr. Speaker, completion of Ibeno, Birongo, Keumbu, Kisii Central, and Bobaracho Ward in Nyaribari Chache. Completion of Machoge Bus, Bosoti Sengera, Boch Borabu, Bombaba, Borabu, Bokimonge, and Magencha Ward offices in Bomachoge, Borabu, in Bomachoge. Completion of ward offices in Masimba, Nyamasibi, Gesusu, Kiamokama, and the Ichuni wards in Nyaribari Masaba sub-county. Completion of Nyakoe, Bogeka, Nyatieko ward offices. Completion of Marani sub-county headquarters. Completion of Monyerero and the Kegogi ward offices. Completion of Mosocho sub-county offices. Completion of Chitago Borabu, Getenga, Moticho, Bogetenga, and Tabaka ward in South Mugango sub-county. Completion of Riana, Bomariba, Bomorenda, and the Bogiakum ward offices in Bonchari sub-county. Bomorenda and Bogiakum ward offices in Bonchari sub-county. Completion of various ward offices in the Bobasik sub-county. Construction of the county headquarters at the community land opposite the Kisii school at 100 million is available, as 100 million is available for phase 1. Innovation of the current governor's office at all adjacent here. Completion of the enhanced governor's residence at 29 million. Mr. Speaker, to improve service delivery, the county needs to employ more skilled labor. But this, Mr. Speaker, has been hampered by ballooning wage bill. To deal with this, my government is working to significantly improve our own source revenue to reduce wage bill percentage, and we are also in process of cleaning our payroll and rooting out ghost workers as per staff audit report. I must make it clear that I have not fired anybody, and any worker who didn't attend the head count exercise has been issued with a show cause letter and should reach out to their supervisors to make their case. As for the ghost workers, have directed that past 1 year, judging from the feedback my office receives from the residents. Unlike before, our roads are done according to set standards, and I promise that we shall do even more in coming years to enable our people get value for money. My long-term goal is to be able to tarmac most county roads and do curb replacement for all urban roads. We had set aside 243.9 million for construction of 207.8 kilometers road in all 45 roads in the last financial year. So far, we have completed construction of 168 kilometers of road, and the remainder of 39 kilometers will be finalized soon. I'm happy to report that all the roads procured in Nyaribari Church and South Mugirango sub-county have been completed, while only remaining road in ongoing Nyaribari Masaba, 2 remaining roads are ongoing in Bobasi and Bomachoge Church sub-county, and the 3 which were left in Bomachoge Borabu are being worked on. We have 2 roads and 4 other in Bonchai, Kitutu Church South and the Kitutu Church North sub-counties, respectively, that have not been handed over, which my officers are making or working on the ensure process is complete and the work start as soon as possible. Mr. Speaker, the planned project for this sector includes construction, construction of footbridge and repair of damaged ones at Kenya shillings 22.5 million. Completion of bridges at Mogote and Ogembo in Bus Central and the Boch Tendere. Mr. Speaker, as I move forward to conclusion of my address, let me highlight milestone in finance and economic planning sector, which supports other departments through disbursement of funds and formulation of statutory policies. The sector is also in charge of our own revenue mobilization, management of council assets, supporting procurement of goods and services on behalf of other departments, tracking implementation projects and ensuring that there is value for money. Key milestones, Mr. Speaker. Collected 413.99 million in our own source revenue for the year 2022-2023 financial year, representing 2.3% increase, up from 44.5 million realized the previous year. Timely disbursement of funds to county assembly, prepared policy and strategy document, including county annual development plan, ADP, county fiscal strategy paper, county budget review and outlook paper, and the budget estimate for the year 2023-2024, among others in compliance with the PFM Act 2012 and the County Government Act 2012. Procured comprehensive insurance cover for staff and their dependents through NHIF. Mr. Speaker, pending bills as at the close of the financial year 2021-2022 stood at 1.6 billion. It was 1.3. It arose at the time of verification to 1.6. After verification, Mr. Speaker, the exercise by the pending bills committee, 201 million Kenya shilling was verified for payment, out of which 112, Mr. Speaker, million has already been cleared, and the balance of Kenya shillings 119 million will be paid in the current financial year of 2023-2024. Revenue collection is a priority, Mr. Speaker, project for this sector. According to the control of budget, the county has a potential of raising 2.19 billion in revenue per year. This year, we set a target of 650 million, and we hope to achieve this through full digitization of revenue collection, which will lead to minimize leakage, ready-time reconciliation, payment from your comfort zone, comprehensive mapping of all businesses, and the capacity building of the staff. As I conclude, Mr. Speaker, I wish to reiterate on our state of disaster preparedness in the wake of the expected El Nino rains. We are already on a high alert, and the respective county department have already formed committees to evaluate mechanism of alleviating loss of life and damage of properties due to baggage of the weather. I appeal to residents of the Kisii County who are in the prone places of landslide and flood-prone areas, which we are mapping out, to remain alert and consider moving to safe grounds in the meantime. We're also putting in place an earlier warning and alert system, incorporating the county and national government agencies to help residents avert negative effect of the unexpected long rains. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I wish to assure the County Assembly and the people of Kisii County that we are on the right track in fulfilling the pledges we made to the people during the campaigns. This was never going to be an easy task, but in spite of many doubters and naysayers, we believe in the dream and it shall be done. As I have said before, no angel will fall from heaven to do it for us. It will take our own efforts and sweat to develop this great county. I thank all those who have stood with us, remembered us in prayers, and walked with us through this journey. We may not be there now, but we will be there. It will not be easy, but we'll make it. I urge all leaders in the County Assembly and beyond to work together for the good of the people who have entrusted us with the opportunity to serve them. As Syrian writer Publius Cyrus wrote, where there is unity, there is always victory. As a governor, I will always operate based on open door policy. I will work with all leaders without regard to political affiliation, because I serve all residents equally and I'm available for consultation all the time. Let us all endeavor to change our mindset and build Kisii. Mr. Speaker, I will ask their House, the Honorable House, that in a special way to appreciate this one lady, Mary Moran, by standing and, giving her an ovation, special ovation, Mr. Speaker, now that we are here. This is our hero. Yeah, there she is. You have made our name, and the Kisii still remains in the world map. Thank you. Thank you, honorable members. Let us have our young ones also to emulate this lady, and we'll be able to make Kisii again great, because there is other counties who have now become, champion counties. We need to get back to our roots. I thank you for your kind attention, and God bless you. Mr. Speaker, thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for that wonderful speech. Mola, you have made this county proud. Thank you. To all our guests, you are most welcome to our breakfast at our new assembly building down there at the first floor. Honourable members, the House stands adjourned until Wednesday, 4th October 2023 at 9 a.m.